Hi there, it's Matt here, and welcome back to the podcast. In the last episode, we spoke in detail about sleeping together, about having a sleep divorce, and how to navigate exploring that possibility of a sleep separation together. Today, we're going to go even deeper, because it's been said that sleep is the new sex, and rightly so. A good night of sleep is going to do many things for the vibrancy, the intimacy, even the vitality of your relationship. First, what we know is that when couples are not getting sufficient sleep, they will have more conflicts the next day. And furthermore, they don't resolve those conflicts nearly as well. And the reason, in part, is because underslept couples will suffer a loss in empathy for one another. And as a result, they're not able to understand the other's needs, the other's emotions, and the other's intentions, which ultimately leads to more of a stalemate within that conflict. So that's your relationship and the emotional health of your relationship. But what about sex itself? A sponsor of today's show is Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker is a service, and they come to your home, as they do for me, and they will analyze your blood and your DNA to know precisely what is happening inside of you regarding a host of different blood and metabolic and hormonal health metrics. What I also like is that in addition to the results, they then provide you with a personalized set of recommended, sort of lifestyle changes and suggestions to better optimize your health as a consequence of what those results were for you, that unique snowflake. So you can use the link insidetracker.com/Matt Walker, and you will get a healthy discount from your purchase. So again, that is insidetracker.com/Matt Walker. Well, when you are not getting sufficient sleep, first, your reproductive hormones suffer, which are critical for the health of your sexual relationship. For example, we know that young men who are sleeping, let's just say 4 to 5 hours a night for 1 week, will have a level of testosterone which is that of someone 10 years their senior. In other words, a lack of sleep will age a man by a decade when it comes to certain aspects of wellness, of libido, and also of virility. And we see similar impairments in female reproductive health caused by a lack of sleep. First, we know that women who are not getting adequate sleep are 30% more likely to have abnormal menstrual cycles. And insufficient sleep within women is also associated with reductions in estrogen, in luteinizing hormone, in follicle-stimulating hormone, and also in testosterone. And all 4 of those are critical for the sexual wellness as well as the fertility of women. And in fact, just as an aside, estrogen and testosterone are very good examples here. What we know is that when both of those hormones are in sufficient amounts, there is an increase in the sexual arousal that a woman can experience. For example, we know that high levels of estrogen in a woman will promote things such as vaginal lubrication, and it will also increase the sexual desire of that woman. Indeed, what we found is that just 1 hour of extra sleep for a woman is associated with a 14% increased likelihood of her wanting to be sexually intimate with her partner. In addition, we found that women who are sleeping longer will report significantly more sensuous sexual arousal. And this in part is because of a heightened sensitivity of our sexual genitalia when we're getting sufficient sleep. So sleep can certainly enhance sex, but it turns out that sex can also enhance your sleep. We've found that sex, firstly, before bed, as long as it results in orgasm, by the way, which is, of course, a point not to be overlooked, will significantly enhance the quality of sleep that you get that subsequent night. Now, this may all sound a little disheartening to the single people out there, but worry not, because we've since investigated the effects of masturbation. And what we've uncovered is that orgasm achieved through masturbation by way of self-stimulation both helps an individual fall asleep faster and it improves the reported quality of sleep that they subsequently obtain. And I find this not just fascinating, but also potentially important, because what it tells us is that both sex and orgasm seem to be novel sleep aids. Perhaps we don't need to look to the latest and greatest in terms of sleep gadgets or sleep supplements, both of which I will dive into in subsequent episodes in detail, but rather we can look to sex and orgasm as a potential pathway to better sleep. This podcast is supported by Athletic Greens. Athletic Greens is a comprehensive nutritional drink, and it contains countless different health components. Let me stop there. I say countless. I actually know the company pretty well, and I know how the product is made. And I believe at last count, it's over 75 different vitamins and minerals and probiotics, prebiotics, and other whole food source nutrients. And you consume it every day. And I do drink Athletic Greens, and for the record, I buy my own supply because of all of the obvious sort of integrity trappings that come with free product, and I just don't want to get into that. So as I said, I know the company really quite well, including their stellar CEO, and I trust their creation and their manufacturing procedures. They've got all of the correct stamps, things like TGA and GMP stamps. Basically, they're rigorous. So anyway, if you are mindful of your health, then you may want to check them out at the link, which is athleticgreens.com/Matt Walker. And if you use that link, you'll get some money off your first order and also some free travel packs. So that's athleticgreens.com/Matt Walker. But taking a more general step back here after these two episodes, what does all of this add up to? What does it tell us? Said simply, sleep and sex are powerful and playful bedfellows. Sleep is one of the very foundations of a happy, fulfilling, and sexually vibrant relationship. And with that, I will simply say thank you again for listening and subscribing to the show. Were these episodes, by the way, were they interesting? Were they helpful at all to you? And I genuinely mean that. Tell me if they weren't or if they were. Let me know over on Instagram. I'm there at Dr. Matt Walker, DrMattWalker. And also, tell me more about which topics you want me to cover. Do you want me to go further into sleep and sex? Do you want me to cover other topics as well? I see this as your show. So please tell me what it is that you want to hear, and I will go into great sleep detail. For now, I will wish you plentiful slumber for all of the reasons that we've spoken about in the previous two episodes. And I will then simply say, take care, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.